something about it, right? For example, you want to say for each fruit, I want to give a description, right? And it's a kind of think of it as a that for each item there is a heading, and then I want to write something about it. So, for example, so for that you can use something called a description. Okay, it's called also description list. So slash begin description. How what does description do? For example, in item I write mango, right? Now there is a you can see there is a this big brackets. So inside that I wrote mango, and now suppose I want to write something about mango. Um, uh, my favorite food. Okay. Okay. So sorry. So there is a yeah. So my favorite fruit. So I just wrote about mango. Now let's say again, I want to say I want to write something about say banana. Um, okay, and let's say I want to write something. So now let's see how it works. The same list. Okay, so now what do you see that for mango there is a description. It's again a list, but in this list I have written each item by a heading, right? Mango, and then I am writing text in front of it. Whatever text I want to describe that item by. If you know you want to say keep two double dots so that you know uh, your heading is separated by the text. So then inside this you can write two dots and or anything, and you'll see that okay, mango, banana, apple with two dots. So your text in front is separated by the heading. Okay, so this is how we can we can okay, just for completion I'll just copy paste and write this so that yeah, this list will be complete. Okay. Oops. Control S. Yeah. So, so far, what we are doing that we have just written the same list in multiple ways, right? We can itemize the list; it will appear as a dot, right? We can enumerate list; then it will have numbers in front of it, each items. We can also add description to the list. So for that, we have begin description, in description, and each item will have a heading, and then we can write the text related to that heading in front of it. So, uh, any question on this? Anything you want to ask here? Any doubts?
Sir,
Okay, so if
if,
not, yes. Anybody?
sir,
Yeah,
if we want to write in Roman,
yeah. I'll go to that. Yes, I'm coming to it. Yeah. So let me add a subsection so that each itemize enumerate and then description. Okay, so these are the three things we are doing so far. Okay, so let me go to and now next thing I'll come to it. So somebody asked me to talk about Roman. I'm coming to it, but before that, let me describe the nested lists. Okay, so nested list means a list inside list. So there's suppose um, I want to list some fruits and vegetables. Okay, uh, uh, nested list of fruits and vegetables is okay. So I'll start with say let me start with the itemize. Okay, and then first item is fruits, and the second item is vegetables, right? Um, but then each fruits and vegetable, I want to list some fruits and vegetables as an item. So, well, you just go inside the first item, right? See, if you haven't, if you are not beyond the second item, which is here, if you are before that, then you are still in the first item. That's how it goes. So if I, after the first item, between these two, if I add
के
another,
भो ए हो र स्वप्निकाको सिलाएको अरे
Please switch off your mics. Switchia, please switch off your mic.
okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So okay, so see, so this is, I'm creating a nested list. So okay, let me go on a new page because you can't see it. So if you want to go a new page, you just add a new page command. It will go to a new page. Okay. So a nested list of fruits and vegetables. So you can see in fruits, and you can see automatically how it changes from dot to this dash in front of it, because it is making sure that the nested list, the second sub list, has a different this marking in the beginning, because otherwise if it will have dots, even though there is a space, you can get confused that it is the first list only which is being continued. So it automatically takes a dash in front of it, so that the nested list is different from. So you created fruits, and then you added some fruits, and in the second list, and then you go to the second item, which is vegetables. And if you want to list some vegetables inside that item, you add a begin itemize there, and then you write your items like, okay, spinach, okay, and I added some vegetables. Now it will appear like this. So it is like a nested list. So it's a list inside list we can create.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I want a nested list, but I don't want to the word nested here. Only list and that one.
Document the word nested. Is
Yes,
that what you're?
yes, sir,
Okay.
exactly.
I just wrote. You can write anything, right? If I remove a list of fruits and vegetables, it will come like that. I just wrote since I'm creating
So
a.
I want everything, but I don't want to nested list. I don't want only list, and that kind of list is.
I. So you want a list, right?
Yes, sir. And I don't want to write in my document is nested list. I don't want the word nested, but I
Okay.
want a nested list, but I don't want the word nested.
Sure, you don't want word nested. So in your document, you don't write the word nested, right? Okay. So if I'm creating this document for this say workshop when I'm teaching, and I'm describing nested list. That's why my subsection 1.4 is called nested list, right? That's why I'm giving it a name nested list. But if you want to create, you don't want to write the word nested, you just delete it. If I just don't write nested, it will just appear as list. There's nothing, there's nothing hard here. You have to just delete that word if you don't want that word. Is that okay? Since I'm describing nested list, that's why my section is called nested list. Yeah. Yeah, I hope that answers. Okay, so these are something about lists and how we can write some of the lists. Now, suppose okay, let me go to the next point. Yeah, now let's yes.
Sir, can we remove the dashes from here in the sublist? and replace these dashes by some other symbols.
Yes, yes. Now I'm coming to that. Yes. And how we can use Roman and those kind of things. So yes, I'm coming to that. Yes. So subsection. So let's write a subsection. What we are going to do next? Changing bullet symbols or dash symbols or any. So if you don't want bullets and you want something else, how will you? Right. So for that, suppose you want star. Okay, so there are depending on what you want, there are different words for that. So suppose so same thing. There are 3 fruits which I like. Okay, and suppose I begin itemize, and if I again don't do anything, then it will come as a bullet list, right? So it will come, you'll see these dots which are called bullets. Now suppose I want to change these dots to say star, for example. So I can do like this. So what you have to do, this begin itemize, you have to put these 2 big brackets, open and close, and then you have to put a label there. So slash, you label, okay, what do you label it as? A star. Suppose I want to write a instead of bullet, I want to use a star. Okay, so there's going to be 2 brackets. Inside these 2 brackets, the gap doesn't matter. I recompile. Wait, I need a slash label, I think. Yeah. Yes, so it's not coming. And one of the things why it is not coming. So see, if you see document class article, after that I did not define any package. Now this requires a package when you want to. So if in just document class article, if you just write your list like that, only dots will appear. But if you want a special, you need to add a document which is called, so let me define that package. So these packages you have to add before begin document and after your document class article. So I'll use the package enum item. So you see this item. So this package will help you to get a bullet list. So let's try to compile it now with that package. So and see if our document. Okay, so still it's saying an error. So let me. Okay, yeah, so it works. So what you have to do after begin itemize, you have to label, you have to do star, and your bullet will change to star. And you can add more things here. I don't know what else will work here. For example, let me try a triangle. Yeah, let me try a triangle. And in place of star, you'll have triangle. Okay. So let me write again so that we. So I write again, and here if you want triangle, if you want star, you can write star. Okay. It's okay. So this way, your bullet symbols will change. Okay, your bullet symbols will change, and you can get triangles or stars or anything which you want. Okay, so changing.
Or how to define package once again?
Yes. So let me go on the top. Package goes between once you defined your document class before your begin document. So see, before begin document, you have to add your packages. Okay, and the package for using different symbols in my items, I'm using the package enum item. Use package enum item. So using that, I'm able to give this different symbols. So before begin document and after your document class, you can add your any package. I'll tell you some more packages which I'll need. So I added that here. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. And
Sir, how did you get those triangles like mango, banana, apple?
yeah, sure. Let's go over it again. So you can see that what I'm okay. Sorry, okay. So uh, so so again, I'll cut this. Yeah. So see, you can see in the PDF document there are three fruits which I like: mango, banana, apple. Bullets are there, right? No, you don't see any triangles or anything. If I want, yeah, if I want triangles in front of the begin itemize, I am putting this command in the brackets. I'm writing label equal to, in these small brackets I'm writing triangle / triangle. I'm adding that. So
Okay,
that,
sir. So, can we use any other shape?
yes. So I gave another example. So you can see in the below example I use the shape star. Okay, and there is nothing. Just think of any square. Okay, it will be square. Okay, so there is nothing. Okay, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so you can change and you can get more symbols. Okay, so yeah, so this is like changing bullet symbols. If in your items, if you want to change these bullet symbols, you can do that. Okay. Okay. Now a subsection numbering. So suppose you want to change the numbering style in, somebody asked me in Roman. So let me add a subsection changing numbering style in enumerate, right? So suppose again three, same example, three fruits which I like, and I enumerate them. Begin enumerate. I write mango, banana, apple, right? So this is, if I compile them, what is it? It is a simple numbering, right? 1, 2, 3, simple numbering, 1.2.3. Suppose I want to change it to something like Roman. Okay, so again what I have to do is add that big brackets, label equal to, you want Roman, you have to do /Roman. Okay, now so let's compile it and see what's happening. Okay,
व्यक्ति को लेट आती है पूरा कैसे घूमती है ना
सर ने यही बोला तेरे को
There is- there is something-
तेरे को चक्कर आ रहे हैं सारे दिन स्कूल में घूमते था तेरे को चक्कर नहीं आ रहे
से डिस्टर्ब उसको काउंसलिंग की जरूरत है
so it's
नवीन
something.
प्लीज स्विच ऑफ योर माइक
सीनियर सर को डर लगता है फीमेल टीचर से और लड़कियों
नवीन प्लीज स्विच ऑफ योर माइक
Okay, so this is Roman and it's not compiling. So let's add a star here. Okay, and you can see that it's writing in Roman now, right? But what it's doing is that if there is no dot, so you add dot also. Okay, and it will have 1, 2, 3 dot, right? Suppose you want to get something like brackets, right? So you add, let's see if it will work. Yeah, so it will give 1, 2, 3 bracket, right? If I want brackets both sides, so it will give brackets both sides. Okay. Okay, so if I want in Roman, so I'll give you all the examples. I'll just copy paste so that it will be there in the document. So if I just want dot, this is for dot, right? In front of the Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, there is dot. If I want to get if I want to get only one bracket in place of dot in the right hand side, I can just get one bracket, right? 1, 2, 3. If I want brackets in the both sides, I can just add another bracket here, and there'll be brackets both sides 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it is coming on the next page here. So 3 fruits which I like, and there is a Roman numbering, and then there are brackets both sides, and that's how you can change your numbering to Roman numbers. And you can also see if you want a dot, you want brackets or something. So you can change numbering as well. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Questions? Anybody?
Sir, hello.
Yeah. Please ask. Yes, I can hear you.
Is that star? Is it that one? That star is actually the part of the syntax, or it is?
No,
only
yeah,
for-
exactly. Yes, it's part of the syntax. So you can see that if I remove this star, it will show error. So whenever we are using this special Roman symbol, we have to. So you can see it becomes red, means there is some error. So we have to put this star.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, what difference I'll get when we will use right or left before and after the bracket?
No. So it's like sometimes when we write, we don't write brackets both sides. Sometimes we just want to write one and bracket in the right hand side only. So that's what I. So sometimes you write like that. So if you want to write like that, only bracket on the right hand side, you just put bracket on the right hand side. If you want brackets both sides, you write the bracket both sides. So here I am only writing in the right side. Here I am writing both sides. Here also, and on the right hand side also. Is that okay?
Okay,
So
sir.
that, sir, there is. Hello, sir.
Yeah, is anyone asking questions?
Yes, sir, I'm asking.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that like if you use star, like in Roman you used, so
Yeah.
like if you use star in the brackets, it will apply to all the numbers, right? From 1 to any number. You don't need to.
Yes. It will apply to all the numbers. So
Okay.
yeah. So for example, if you want to write some in Roman and some in usual numbers, that won't be possible. So you'll have to write all the bullets, all the enumeration either in Roman or all in 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you want it Roman star you write, and then you
Okay, sir.
everything.
Sir,
There is another way of writing Roman in like the way you have written here I first as Roman I. So there is another way like capital I is in that way.
Sorry, capital I.
Yeah, in that way also.
Capital I don't know. I mean, that would be. We'll have to check. And there must be something. Capital I think I don't know if this will work. Probably not. I'm just trying. Yeah, it is working.
Yeah.
So you can just do capital Roman. Okay.
What to do, sir?
Sorry.
So
earlier I wrote. Okay, so I'll write it. So earlier I wrote a small r in Roman.
Okay.
So it is just a small 1, 2, 3. If you want to write capital Roman symbols, what you do, I'll just copy paste and tell you that you just write this little r, change it as capital R Roman. Okay. So then you will see that your list is now appearing in the capital Roman symbols 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay.
sir,
Yeah.
can we align these letters from left, like they are aligned from right? 1, 2, 3.
Align from left.
Yes.
Yes, you're right. We should be able to do that. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Although I'm not sure how to do that now. Yeah, okay. I don't know at this point, but I'm sure yes, we can do that. That these things get aligned in the left. By default, they are aligning in the right. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but we can make it align in the left. But I don't know at this point, like how to do that. If I'll get to know by the end of the talk, I'll try to tell you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. No problem. Any other questions? So yeah. So this way we can write these things. So let me go to the. So this is the list. So let me go on. Formatting text thing now. Okay, if I'll get more time, I wanted to also tell how to write equations, but these are simple things, how to write equations in an item and things like that. But we'll come back to it if I get, but I also want to go talk a little bit about text formatting. Okay, so text formatting. in LaTeX. So what text formatting means, how we can change the text, say for example, it's a script, its size, how can we write in italic, in bold, and things like that. How can we do different things? Okay, so let me first talk about. So this is a section, but let me first talk about the subsection where how to do bold, italic, and underline these things. Okay, so simple. So suppose I want to write a text in bold. I just do the command text bf, and whatever text you want to write in bold, you write inside these curly braces. So text bf, I write I'm presenting in this workshop. Okay, and so suppose this part I want in bullet, and something if I don't want in bullet, I write outside the curly bracket. I am speaking on bullets. Okay, now let's compile. So you can see, I don't know if it's visible, so let me make it a little bigger. So you can see the first sentence I'm presenting in this workshop is in bold, right? And the second sentence, which is outside the curly bracket, it is not in bold. Okay, so just to make things which in a sentence, if you want to make something in bold, the simple thing you have to do is write slash text bf. Bf is stand for bullet fonts, right? And whatever you'll write inside it, that will automatically be in bullet. Okay, now suppose I want to write in italic. Okay, so slash text, you have to write in italic, you write it, and again curly brackets, whatever you want to write in italic, you write I'm presenting in this workshop. Now this will be in, let's compile. You can see that this is in italic, right? So this will be like that. And suppose now I want to write underline. So again, simple command, you just write slash under underline. Okay, and you write so let me just copy paste. I want to underline this text, so I do. Okay, so I'm presenting in this workshop. And what if you want all these three together? Just do it, all these three together. So if you want to underline, italic, bold, everything, right? What do? You write slash underline, then you write slash, any order. It doesn't matter, right? Because in any order you can do it. Slash text it, it will make it italic. Then you'd add slash text bf, it will make it bold. Okay, compile. So now this will give you a text which is all three. It is underlined, it is in bold, it is also italic. Okay, so a simple command, text bf will make it bold, text it will make it italic, underline will make it underline, right? Underline the text. Any questions here? Okay, so let me go to the font sizes. How can you change the font sizes of your font, right? So there are many already defined font sizes in LaTeX. For example, you can use something called tiny/tiny. Okay, and let me just write copy paste the thing I just wrote. Okay, sorry, so I don't want underline. So I wrote the word tiny, and I put a curly bracket to start with. So there is a curly bracket, and there is a curly bracket I close. And inside the curly bracket, I wrote slash tiny, and I'm presenting in this workshop. See, the already it will be, this is the smallest font you have. Okay, so you can see how small it is. I'm presenting in this workshop. Now you can increase from here. Okay, so this is tiny. If I just copy paste this thing, and I'll show you how you can. So in place of tiny, you can write small. Okay, and let me write more so that we can all compare all of them. Then after tiny and small, there is normal size. So, well, if you don't write, so this is the normal size of LaTeX. So you can also do normal size, or if you don't write anything, it will automatically be normal size. Then there is large. Now we are moving towards large font sizes. So large, you can small, large. Then there is capital large. So you have to just write capital L and ARGE. So this is capital large. And then you can, another you can do is all capitals. So you can write LARGE, all capital letters. So this is another font. I'll show you all the fonts together. Then there is huge. After capital large, it will be huge. Okay. Then there is after huge, you can make the capital in huge. You can make H capital, so it will be huge. Then you can do, yeah. So these are the, now let's see how the font sizes are changing. So you can see, okay, first one is tiny, then small, then you have the normal size, then large. In large, you have three categories. All letters is small, large, then that is one font size. Then you can write only capital L large, that is another font size. Then you can write all capital in large, then that will give you another. Then you write huge, and then you write capital H, capital H in huge. And that. So these are all different font sizes you can use in your document and already defined in LaTeX, and you can use them. Okay. Right. Okay. So these are about font sizes. Now, what about font families? Any questions? Please ask. How we can win different font, like changing a font. So you have seen, right? There are different font families. For example, Roman, sans serif, right? Typewriter font and things like that. Okay. So there is name for all this. You need to know the name. If you want to use some font family, you need to know you. So I'll give you a couple of examples. Suppose I want to write in, say, in Roman font. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to just use /text rm. So if I use text rm and write anything inside that, it will be in Roman font. So let me write, I am presenting in this workshop. And let me compile to see how it appears. So this is the Roman font. Okay. Okay, maybe you don't see much difference, but if I'll add one more font, you'll see how they look different. So let me write a font sans serif. Okay. That is another. So for sans serif, the command is /text and SF. So this is where the name changes. So for different /text is common. If you want to use Roman font, it's RM. If you want to use sans serif, it is SF. And now you write your sentence in this. And let's see if, yeah. So you can see that the font has changes, right? So this is top one is in the Roman font, and this is sans serif. Okay. So you can use different font families to write your address. So this is how you can format your text in different ways by changing font sizes, and you can combine these things. So for example, in text SF, if I write /huge, okay, and for /huge, I need to put another curly bracket, right? Because remember how if you are using fonts, I can I need to put a curly bracket. So then it will be in huge. Font size is also huge. And the font is sans serif. So in sans serif, this text is huge. Okay. So yeah, this is these are different ways you can format your text. And let me go to how you can color. Right, you can write in different colors. So /subsection. Color text. For that, I'll have to add a package. I can't do without a package. Let me see what is the package. So I'll go in the top X color. Okay. So yes, X color. So I go. You can write anywhere. You have to write it before begin document. So I write here before my first package. My first package which I used was enum item. Second one is X color. Okay. Without this package, I won't be. So this package, make sure that now you can add color to your document. Okay. So suppose I want to write. Sorry.
Yeah, that name, please.
Hello. Yeah.
The package name again, please.
Package name is X color. Okay. So huge package /u package, and the name is X color. Okay. And how will I use this package? Suppose I want to write again. I am presenting in this workshop. Suppose I want to write in red. So what do I use? Text color is the command. And already you can see 2 curly brackets. In the first curly bracket, you have to write the color in which you want to write your text. So text color red. And then in second one, you have to write the text which you want to write. So I want to write, I'm presenting in this workshop. So now you control self. It is in red color, right? Let me take it to the new page so that we can put the new page command so that we can. Suppose I want to use green color and multiple colors. So I'll add green here in the text color. Then I can add blue here in the text color. And I can add any color, right? Any color you remember, yellow. Orange. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So sorry. So let me show you what we got. In the next page, it will appear. So you can see red. I'm presenting in this workshop. Then green. Then blue. Then yellow. Then orange. This will appear in this. Yeah. Again, if you want to make it huge, suppose I want to make the orange one huge. A bigger font, I just put it in the curly bracket and I add /huge. So it will be again, so you can combine these things. So it will be in big now, also orange. Okay. You want to change its font, you can add /text SF is for sans serif font. And you can put it in this and hopefully it will work. It will change the font. So you can combine these things, right? You can see the font has changed. So yeah, so this is the different ways you can format your text. You can add colors, you can change font sizes, you can underline, italic, bold. Yeah. So these are the different things you can do. So yeah, questions?
What if you want to change font style for entire document?
Font size for entire document?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So sometimes you can add, if you want to write in the document class article. Sorry, if I can remove this. Yes. So in document class article, you get this option. So you can add this bracket here. And you can write, you can specify things like what do you want in font sizes. For example, I can write 4, right? And I don't know if it will work or not, but font sizes automatically changes. For entire document, you can use the font sizes for unless you want to, change it to large, huge, or something like that. So in document class here itself, you can do many things like font and other things. So you can see that and you can add here. So you can do that. Okay. So so it's 3:50. Do I have more time, or it's because if there is more time, I mean, can I tell some more thing?
Yes, sir. You have 5 minutes more.
Okay. Okay. Great. So I'll tell a few more things. So I guess you guys know how to write, for example, some special characters. So let me go and write some special characters. Let me add a subsection or other section. That is also part of formatting, right? So special characters, many special characters. Let me so itemize so that suppose you want to do the dollar sign. Yeah. So this is simply slash dollar, right? You can see if I only write dollar. Okay. Now dollar is also used to write equations, right? Math equations. So if you write only dollar, it will not compile. It may throw error and things like that. Okay. See, nothing is appearing. So if you want to use dollar as a sign, you need to put this slash in front of the dollar. So if you put slash in front of the dollar, you can see the dollar sign is appearing. Okay. If you want to put say hash sign or the numbering sign, you need to put slash hash. So some of these signs which are already on your keyboard, you can just put slash in front of them and use in your document, right? For example, add sign. So you just put add, right? So this you can use, and sign, slash and. So you have to use this slash. If you'll not use LaTeX uses these symbols for some other things also. Okay, at is not appearing. So for at, do we have some other command? Slash at, I don't know. So let me see. I thought it should appear, but no, at is not a command. Slash at. Okay, slash at is not working. So what else it could be? Someone is suggesting it seems. Yeah. Two people have raised their hands. Please ask any questions you have. Okay. So, sorry.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है, अगर हम एक सेंटेंस को हाईलाइट करना चाहते हैं कलर से तो कैसे करना होगा?
सेंटेंस को तो मैं वही बता रहा था ना, देखिए ये ऊपर वाला एग्जांपल देखिए, जैसे आप कोई सेंटेंस बताइए, कोई भी सेंटेंस बताइए, कोई सेंटेंस।
हाँ सर, आपका जो है आई एम प्रेजेंटिंग इन दिस वर्कशॉप, एक पूरा कलर में लिखा हुआ है, लेकिन मैं कलर चेंज ना करके ब्लैक में रहेगा, लेकिन मैं वो हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूँ।
हाईलाइट मतलब कि क्या, अंडरलाइन?
नहीं, कलर से हम जैसे वर्ड में
बैकग्राउंड
हाईलाइट कर देते,
समझ गया, उसके बैकग्राउंड में कलरफुल हो जाएगा, सिर्फ टेक्स्ट के बैकग्राउंड
ऊपर एक कलर डालने का। लेट मी सी, गुड क्वेश्चन। हाईलाइट ऑप्शन इसमें ऑफ कोर्स होता है, बट आई डोंट रिमेम्बर कैसे इसको कर सकते हैं। Text color, right? Yeah, I can totally understand. So, okay, so maybe we can do देखते हैं if will work. It says color and then text. So I just did a Google search, so I may not work, but it will be great if it will work. Okay. So yeah, it's not working. Maybe it needs some package or something like that. I don't know. It's yeah, the command is correct, but which applies the optional color to text to highlight. Use slash h's from the sole package instead, and it can break highlighted. So yeah, maybe it needs some package. I need to think of, I mean, search about it. I don't know as of now. Yeah, some package may be needed for this. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Smita, you can ask your question now.
Yeah, it's not coming.
Next, Zed.
Sir, I want to ask that can you fine tune the colors of the font that we are using?
Fine tune means can you change the, for example, its intensity and other things?
Yes, sir. Like from dark green to light green. Yes. So how to do that?
Yeah. That you can do. That's for that. What you can do is that you can define your own way also. So, for example, you will have to define your own color. So for example, suppose you want to use some sort of green, right? So suppose you define color. Okay, so you define your own color, and suppose you want to define your own say let's say some right color, so that we can green. And so you need to write RGB, and then you add, say for example, some command to it. Okay, and let's see if we can change the instance, and then you use it. So suppose text color, my text color is my green, and let's see. Okay, so you can see that this green is slightly darker than this green, right? So yeah, so you can define your own color. There are ways to define it, and you can choose the intensity, whatever you can make it lighter or darker, and you can use that to.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And those, please, if I'm not able to answer any of your questions. You
Sorry,
can
sir. One Achal, sir.
Yeah.
How to remove the date? It's by default.
Yeah, you just remove the date command, and then it will go away. So yeah, so if, for example, you go on the top, and if you want to remove the date, see, I have added so if you not do anything, the date will come. But if I add this date command, is if you want to add a previous date also, you can add inside this. But if you just keep it blank, you see, and if I compile, the date will go away. Okay, so if you don't want the date, or you want to put some previous date, you use /date command. And if you don't want to use it, then the current date will come. Today's date will appear. So you can see today's date. So I think there are a couple of questions about, for example, highlighting and other things I couldn't answer. I think our time is also getting over. Please, you can also always write to me on my email. Okay, ashish.pandey@iitd.ac.in. Please ask your question there, and I'll try to answer. Of course, you can always Google your question, or you can also ask ChatGPT, or these tools are there to. I mean, they can very nicely answer these questions. I didn't want to use it during the presentation, but yeah, you can ask. But if you don't get an answer, please write to me. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Very informative session. We are grateful for the time and efforts you took to be with us today and enrich our understanding LaTeX. Let's all extend a heartfelt virtual applause to Dr. Pandey for gracing this workshop with his presence. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. It's great to have so many of you, and trying to learn LaTeX. It has been, and I have been writing documents during my PhD days, or even before that, and it is an amazing tool to learn and to write documents. And I'm sure you all are benefiting from this workshop and using LaTeX in future. And yeah, please feel free to ask any questions you have using my email. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Professor Pandey. Really, you have done a good job here and delivered a nice lecture, and definitely our participants got benefited. So thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we hope the same cooperation in the future too.
Sure, definitely. Yeah.
So thank you, and now, yeah.
Thanks.
So
does anyone have any questions? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. People are raising hands.
Yeah. So if anyone have any query, then they can directly contact on the mail ID.
Sure. They can. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, so this session is completed, and now we are moving to the next session. And in the next session, we will have the speaker, Dr. Dhirendra Mishra. He is from Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, Bhopal, and he will speak on use of table and figures and their creation in the LaTeX. So I hope Dr. Mishra is already with us. Just let me check. Yeah. So Dr. Dhirendra Mishra has joined. Can you hear us, Dr. Mishra? Dr. Dhirendra, are you there? Can you hear us?